Hi Taurus, this is Tao with Ariana Stock. This is your forecast for the month of November 2023. I will rely on tarot as usual and also use some oracle cards. With respect to your love life, I will dive into Love Oracle, a deck that I have created. Taurus, please keep in mind that these are all going to be random messages and they may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. Let's just dive into your reading. The energy that you're carrying in from October into November is the Seven of Wands. I think in these final days your schedule had been disrupted, maybe your responsibilities had also increased. I think for some Taurans, health could also have been a cause for concern. Maybe you needed to seek help, maybe you needed to be also altruistic, be generous towards creatures great and small. Sometimes, Taurus, you may have also been assuming too much. Maybe it would have been prudent for you to clarify rather than jump to conclusions. Oftentimes, Taurus, in these days, you also needed to get up early or work late into the night because your responsibilities, like I said, had increased. Some of you may have also been dealing with very stingy clients. You needed to be firm while dealing with them. Obstacles to overcome this month, the challenges. I have the Magician card. This is in the obstacle position, so definitely you need to work that much harder. You need to seek divine intervention. In fact, this is the energy which you're carrying forward into the month. You do have all the tools like the Magician, but then, like I said, this is in the challenge position, so hard work is in store for you. Maybe you also want to get to the bottom of things. Maybe you're looking for missing objects. There are also limitations that you need to handle. Maybe there are people around you who are imposing these limitations. There could also be work offers, but they seem suspect. So take everything with a grain of salt. You have to find time. Maybe the demands of time will also affect you mentally, so you need to find time. Influences for this month, I have the Page of Pentacles. Minor gains can be expected. You see this page, he is holding on to one pentacle, so there are going to be gains. Maybe communication is also going to increase and bring in opportunities for you. You're also going to be singled out on account of your looks. Perhaps, some of your friends and acquaintances will also seek your good opinion on certain matters. You have the wisdom which you can share with them. There could also be work offers, but like I said, that you need to be very careful while looking into them. Maybe there are also going to be consultancy offers. Maybe some clients also want to pay you peanuts for the services that you offer, so you need to be very clear while dealing with them. You could also be dealing with a boss who could ask you to make a presentation at short notice. Nevertheless, I also have the Knight of Wands in the first 10 days, which is talking about you being very adventurous. You want to get ahead. You want to take the bull by the horns. You're someone who's also very creative. Throughout this month, I'm also picking up that you will be recognized for your talents. But the Knight of Wands is also someone who could be very distracted. You may also need to find time to help your family members. I think, Taurus, it would also be advisable to hold your tongue on certain matters to avoid disagreements. Financial transactions will also keep you busy. Maybe you should also seek clarity or be clear when it comes to financial affairs so that others don't point finger at you. Nevertheless, I think surprises and gains are very likely in these 10 days. You could also be someone who's on your toes. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th November, have the King of Wands. This king is also someone who is in a position of strength. You are going to be acknowledged or singled out once again for your talents. You're also very creative. Maybe you should advertise your skills. You should network. You should also reach out to those clients who could recommend you, because gains are very likely. In case you're in the leadership position, I think you're going to be someone who is going to be looked up to. Work-related recognition is definitely on the cards. Even if your boss underestimates your abilities, you're going to be someone who is going to prove a point or two. This card is also asking you to resolve issues rather than let it affect your relationships with others. You should let bygones be bygones. Even in legal affairs, I think Taurus, you can expect positive developments. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th November, have the King of Pentacles. So two kings, you could be dealing with male figures. In fact, throughout this reading, there are knights and pages. So definitely there are going to be discussions with male members around you. This King of Pentacles is also guaranteeing you gains. This person has a Midas touch. She can turn anything into gold. So you have the wherewithal, or you do have the tools to manifest something this month. Maybe if you're going for a job interview, you will bag that job. Someone who is an elderly, who's got deep pockets, could also help you out or could tilt the scales in your favor. Technically, you could be a bit challenged. Maybe gadgets are malfunctioning. Still, I think while signing documents, you need to look very closely. Maybe someone also wants to take undue advantage of you in these final days, but you need to read the fine print before you sign any documents. Don't let anyone take you for a ride. Throughout this month, I'm also picking up that you could have to step in and take charge, because your responsibilities are also going to benefit. Other than that, Taurus, your loved ones will also benefit on account of your name or your goodwill. I also have this card admired, so definitely you're going to be someone who is going to be much sought after. You're going to be enjoying your place in the sun. You have put in the hard work, and this is the month when you're going to reap the rewards of your hard work. Perhaps it is also all a part of the cosmic plan. Everything in our life happens as per divine plan, so definitely the universe is also working in your favor. With respect to your love life, I have this card, kiss and make up. In personal relationships, or in case you're in a relationship, you need to resolve issues. I did talk about it earlier in this reading, and this card is confirming the same. You should let bygones be bygones. If there are disagreements with your person, you need to thrash those issues rather than brush them under the carpet. So lover's tip is something which, Taurus, you need to be mindful of. I also believe that there could be options, or someone from the past is wanting to sweep you off your feet with that Knight of Wands. Some of you could also be dealing with elderly male figures. Maybe your person and you have an age difference, but this person could also be someone who is very rich or affluent. I think travel plans will also be there for some Taurus. Maybe this person is making travel plans to be in your city. He sees you as an angel. With this card, you're an angel. I think you're someone who's like an ethereal being, someone who is very light-hearted, someone who's very generous towards others. That is why you're very admired, both by the opposite sex as well as your person. Interestingly, from the Normand, I have this card, Moon, which talks about your creative skills, but also talks about illusions. It talks about dreams. Maybe your emotions are also going to fluctuate. Maybe there's also a choice in personal matters as well as in professional matters. There are certain barriers which you need to overcome, but by and large, this is turning out to be a fruitful month for you. Maybe because of kiss and makeup, this could be a barrier, so you need to communicate more effectively, whether you're in the leadership position or whether you're dealing with your person. With both these cards, again, the underlying theme is communication, so activate your throat chakra. Maybe throat chakra issues are going to be bothering some Taurus this month. Archangel Raphael is telling you to stretch, to exercise, to stretch your limbs, to go outdoors. Maybe you're someone who's leading a sedentary lifestyle. You need to motivate yourself. You need to go outdoors. Maybe you can take up yoga or some sport or hobby. So this is going to give you the opportunity to stretch your limbs. All in all, Taurus, this is going to be a very fruitful November for you. I hope, Taurus, you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.